children. It is Mr. Moorhead coming to you live from the beautiful campus of Cleveland Middle School. I hope you enjoyed the cartoon about Marco Polo yesterday. One of the things that Marco Polo talked about was a legend. Okay, now this legend appeared long before Marco Polo, and it's the legend of Prestor John. Okay, now if you see Prestor there, you can kind of think of pastor. All right, this is a religious figure. And I think that actually means elder, if we're being very specific. But Prestor John was believed to exist by medieval people. And there were several little bits of evidence that he really existed. And medieval people kind of ran with it, okay? Because sometimes when there's evidence of something, it doesn't mean it's true. It's just something that points toward that direction. And definitely medieval people took this story and ran with it, and Marco Polo helped. Because when Marco Polo visited Kublai Khan and was there for some time, Marco Polo asked him, do you guys know Prestor John? And according to Marco Polo, the Mongols said yes, they had battled him before. Okay, so who is Prestor John? We know he's Christian. He is some sort of elder. Medieval people thought that he was a king. Okay, and not only is he just a normal, like every ordinary, everyday king, like he's a powerful one, but he is in a place that is surrounded by non-Christians. So in other words, like he's off on another continent somewhere. Now, again, we know that Marco Polo wrote about him, but in medieval times, there were two Africans showed up in Europe. I believe they attempted to meet with the Pope, and they are decked out in all this Christian gear, robes, crosses, all of that. And they said that they were from Prestor John. Okay, so this helped fuel speculation. And within the Bible, I believe it is Thomas that was supposed to have gone off to Asia or some other area and started a Christian church. And these people believed, medieval people believed that this Prestor John is somehow a descendant of that. So they took little bits of evidence and said, okay, this is accurate. So you are going to see Prestor John pop up a bunch. From virtually every explorer of medieval times talks about finding Prestor John. Okay, now I will show you, there are two drawings that we have of Prestor John. And I'm going to point something out that might be obvious. Okay, if you look here, like he's white. If you look here, he is black. Like they don't even know what he looks like in medieval times. They don't even really care. What matters to them is that he is Christian. He is like them. Okay, he's like them. He's just somewhere else. And this story is fascinating to them. They want to somehow link up with him, and we will cover that a little bit more in the future. But you would kind of think of it in our terms, because we've advanced past, there's another spot on the planet we haven't discovered. We've pretty much researched and explored every place on the planet, minus parts of the ocean. But could you imagine if somebody told you that there's another planet out there, and there's people like us? There's people like us. Of course, folks would be fascinated. Like, how did they get there? What did they do differently? And I am sure that there would be stories of how they're more advanced. That's the exact same thing with Prestor John. Again, they don't know what he looks like. They believe he is Christian. They believe he's more advanced, in particularly with the army. Now, if you read anything about Prestor John, I think it's kind of funny that his army was supposed to have fought nude. That was a sign of strength, because you want to wear armor. Armor protects you, but that fighting nude, that's scary to me. I would probably run away if I had to fight, and then just a bunch of nude people showed up. I'd be like, hey, why don't you put some clothes on? What's up with this? Why you got to fight like that? That's what I would say. Okay. But in medieval times, that was a sign of strength. Not only are you not wearing armor, you're not wearing anything. That is supposed to show how powerful of a warrior that these people were. So again, it's just little bits and pieces. Now, Prestor John is never found. We never find him, but there are two people in history that fit his description. One is from Ethiopia, and it probably would have looked something like this guy. Okay, Ethiopia is in Africa. Ethiopia is mentioned in the Bible. Ethiopia would be surrounded by a bunch of people who are non-Christian. And they did have a guy there named John. Now, he didn't have a super powerful army or anything. They did have a Christian king in Africa that fit this description. There's another one in the modern day country of Georgia. Okay, he would look more like this guy. Okay, and he would have been surrounded probably by nomadic people. People are similar to the Mongols or to the Turks. He would have been Christian as well. Even if you look at Georgia's flag today, I believe they have crosses on it. He would have been relatively powerful. Again, not this massive, powerful army that's described in legend, but there's a chance that this person may have existed. It's just not quite what medieval people said that they would have been. Okay, so you got the legend of Prestor John today. He's going to come up a bunch in the future. All right, hope you enjoyed it.